how do I quantum leap is the fact that I always have this intention, right? No matter what, I am walking divine's path. That's my intention. It's like I am approaching life from God's nature. It's like fairness, I want fairness. I feel bad to treat other people without compassion. I feel bad to treat other people with anger, but I do know some people deserve it. So so I already settled to that fact, right? But then, because I still continue moving forward, I still ask God, right? Every prayer I make, I ask God to allow me to tap in my potentials, allow me to approach life with compassion, allow me to expand my awareness, allow me to become better person than I was yesterday. It's because of my intention. Every day I wake up, right, and I just continue to do my thing. But of course, when I do my thing, when I go about life, I have to show in my action that I have to show in my routine that yes, I take life serious, and yes, I meant to become better. Okay. Action, it has to follow by action. Okay. And then out of nowhere, this always happened to me. Out of nowhere, the next morning I wake up, I'm a whole different person. Hello. I want to tell you about live with intention. The power of intention, you know? Last post, I said something about manifestation and live in the moment, right? Be the master manifester and shape your reality based on how you make decision, how you go about life. But this time, I'm gonna tell you some magic that comes with it. Effortlessly, you don't have to do witchcraft, okay? This is all just mind game, all right? So, have you heard of quantum leap? Listen. Last time, if you watch my old post, right, it's so obvious that I was struggling to understand mental health. Yes, I do speak about something like how to heal yourself, heal your mental health, right? I speak about those things, but to be honest, actually, I was struggling to deal with people who struggle with mental health, like different from what I struggle with, which I struggle with anxiety and depression. And there's more other factors that affect mental health, right? And I was struggling to understand my grandma. It's not that I keep reading book about psychology, or I continue trying to be nice with my grandma. No, and not at all. Okay. In fact, I was so done with her. I'm like, you know what? I have patience for other people and to help other people, but you have crossed it. You have crossed my limit, and I better off keep my distance from you. Okay. So I already settled to that. And then one day, I quantum leap. Suddenly, I have understanding about my grandma's mental health. It's only from what? Okay, I had a dream. Remember, I told a story about my dream. If you haven't watched it, okay. I went swimming with friends. Okay, and then I don't like the pool, so now we're going to find a new pool. And then we ended up at this one corner. It's haunted, and then I got shocked because I saw in a glimpse that there's somebody there, like somebody tied in a rope, like the psychiatry rope, right? Like that, mental person, right? Tied in rope in that abandoned house. So I'm like, I was scared, and I was about to run away because my friend was there too, okay? And we were shocked because suddenly we ended up at that corner. When I was about to flee, a naughty friend actually pushed me, something like try to pull off prank, like, you stay here, like, we're gonna run away and you stay here, something like that. Like, you stay with her, right? So I'm like, ah! So like, I stand back up and run my ass off, get out of that house, okay? I saved my ass from being stuck in that house with that person, okay? And then suddenly when I wake up, I felt like I want to talk about mental health. And then I press record. I continue talking. And then while I'm talking, I realized that, oh my God, that's my grandma. oh my God, it's mental health, because she is not that enrolled, but she is struggling with self-willing inside. The light inside is already none, like that. So I'm like, suddenly I have this understanding, suddenly. And then I talk to my sister, right? And also I observe how other people treat her. It's understandable that people have lose it when dealing with her. But then I talked to my sister, and my sister was like, oh my God, thank you so much for understand it. Like, finally, you know? Because goodness grace, I can't imagine being ignorant forever. And I don't know, because at the end of the day we are staying together, right? We live together. So I would appreciate it if I could approach the situation better with harmony, instead of make me feel triggered for no good, right? And boom, quantum leaped, because my intention is good. Quantum leap out of nowhere. I didn't even have to read psychology and whatnot. All I have to do is do something that in alignment with the direction that is going to eventually shape me a person who has that patience, who has that capacity to understand that, this is actually what's happening. Before this, I was triggered because I was limited in my awareness. And suddenly, out of nowhere, I quantum leap, emerge into this timeline where I'm able to look at it from better perspectives, and I'm able to approach it with compassion. So quantum leap is scientific, but I'm gonna explain it from my experience only. Quantum leap is basically, if you believe in parallel realities, there's this version of you living this life right now, and then there's another version of you probably coming from another circumstances, like, well, probably you were unfortunate, okay, or probably another reality of you where you are scientist, or you are doctor, or you're a left brainer, and then the realities where you are right brainers. There is endless potentials. And then the thing is, with quantum leap, you merge timeline from whatever you're at right now. Suddenly you become the version of, boom, you're the scientist out of nowhere. You can merge timeline like that. Boom. That's quantum leap, and that happened. And what fun about quantum leap is the fact that I was just trying to be better version of myself, okay? So I show up every morning. I wasn't the kind of person who will wake up early. When I was unemployed last time, I start with waking up late, sleeping late, and I didn't even brush my teeth twice, okay? I brushed once only. And then what else that I didn't do last time that I do now? I didn't drink enough water too last time. But I was aware of my habit, so I decided that I want to be a better person, right? And then I start showing up every day, do my bed, wake up early, brush my teeth twice a day. And then I start pay attention to my skincare. When I say quantum leap, the next morning I wake up, I'm a whole different person. Like, people from the past cannot recognize me anymore. Even from yesterday cannot recognize me anymore. You know what's fun about quantum leap? You don't just manifest a better version of yourself, but you also manifest whatever the better version of yourself is doing at the moment, which is super contradict than what you're doing now. Suddenly you have that better version life. Whatever that they have, I wasn't even doing it right now. Like, for example, last time I start getting weight, right? But then my weight is very clumpy, or the kind of clumpy weight that makes me feel uncomfortable, because it's my first time getting weight, and now I'm like, I don't like that. I have body dysmorphia, okay? But then I still show up every day trying to be a better version of myself. It's just that I'm not the kind of person who would do fitness thing, cardio and whatnot. I did try, but I'm like, I'm just gonna focus on something that I'm capable of doing. This kind of things, I need to have right surrounding to hype me up, okay? That's just not my focus, really. So I was focusing on, okay, continue, be better, continue from my habit, from my routine. I change it to be better. I consume better things. I do whatever that within my capacity, all right? And boom, boom, out of nowhere, I wake up one day and it's a different life for me. I'm a different person. And now my skin, I gain weight, but it's not the kind of clumpy weight, you know? It's so different from how it looks like just last time. It looks fit, although I don't even do cardio. So yeah. You thought you manifest just things that you worked on, but when you quantum leap, it actually comes in a package. So something that you didn't even do, you get it as well, because as long as it's in alignment with that direction, as long as it's in alignment with whatever that better version was doing, even if you are approaching from this particular aspect, right? Boom, it comes in bundle, it comes in package.